DPWH, 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 DPWH.
Okay, good afternoon. Call to order for the private conference for 3 civil work projects with contract ID number 24BC0066, 24BC0067, and 24BC0068. May I request the Head Back Secretariat to roll call and determine if we have a quorum.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. For the private conference, let's have the roll call. Let's start with our Bids and Awards Committee. Our Chairperson, Engineer Romeo Yakin.
Present.
Our Vice Chairperson, Engineer Rolando Torrida. And the members, Engineer Mario Natividad and Ma'am Emeline Ortesa. From the Technical Working Group, Engineer Marjan Chris Gulia, Engineer Christine Hazel Lunciano, Engineer Gilmar Vega. Also from the Bids and Awards Committee, Engineer Julian Castro Jr. Roll call. And other TWG members, Engineer Wilmer Tindo, Engineer Wilmalin Kulili, Engineer Kevin Bunao, Engineer Genevieve De La Cruz, and Engineer Flordan Fernando, and Engineer Wilkins Garcia. From the Back Secretariat, headed by yours truly, Christian Ragirag, and the members, Michael Rebiado, Gilbert Concordia, Aisalab Oreña, Christine Sadam, and Carla May Espergal. Mr. Chair, with the majority of the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Engineer Girag. Okay, let's start with contract ID number 24BC0066. May I request Engineer Kevin Bunao to please give us a brief description and explanation on the basic contract data for this contract.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A pleasant afternoon to each and everyone. Contract ID 24BC0066. Organizational outcome to protect lives and properties against major floods. Flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems. Construction of Sicalaw River control structure along Zinundungan River, Lasam, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract, 19,600,000. Major categories of work for the contract to be procured: flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. With a net length of 90 linear meters and a project duration of 156 calendar days. For the scope of work, Earthworks includes structure excavation and gravel fill, and back and slope protection works, which includes hexapad, concrete slope protection, furnished and driven of steel sheet pile, gabions, and filter cloth. For the minimum equipment requirement, one dump truck with a capacity of 12 cubic yards, one payloader, one backhoe, one water truck, one bar cutter, one cargo truck, one concrete vibrator, one crawler crane with a capacity of 36 to 40 metric tons, one bagger mixer, one cutting outfit, one welding machine, one vibro hammer with a capacity of 60 tons, and one transit mixer. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Kevin. The applicability for the bidding documents for this contract is 13,600 pesos only. Next contract, may I request Engineer Hazel Unciano to please give us a brief description and explanation the basic contract data for contract ID number 24BC0067.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For contract ID number 24BC0067, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, access roads and/or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings and facilities. Concreting of Abangkeruan Barangay Road, located at Pamplona, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract, 9,900,000 pesos only. The major categories of work for the contract to be procured, roads construction, PCCP, with a net length of 840 lineal meters, with a project duration of 103 calendar days. The scope of work includes earthworks, sub-base and base cores, surface cores, and construction of line canal and retaining wall. The minimum equipment requirements: vibratory roller with a capacity of 10 metric tons, water truck, backhoe with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter, concrete vibrator, concrete screeder, concrete saw, dump truck, motorized road grader, bar cutter, payloader, and transit mixer. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Hazel. The applicable fee for the bidding documents for this contract is 9,900 pesos only. Next contract, may I request Engineer Genevieve de la Cruz to please give us a brief description and explanation on the basic contract data for contract ID number 23BC0068.
Good afternoon, everyone. For 24BC0068, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and/or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, concreting of Kapakwan Barangay Road, Rizal, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000 pesos only. For the major categories of work for the contract to be procured, roads construction PCCP with a length of 500 meters. With a project duration of 98 calendar days. For the minimum equipment requirement, one payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, one dump truck, one motorized grader, one vibratory roller with a capacity of 10 metric tons, one water truck with a capacity of 16,000 liters, one concrete screeder, one transit mixer, one concrete vibrator, one bar cutter, single phase, one service truck, one concrete saw, one backhoe. For the scope of work, for CW1, it includes earthworks, which consists of individual removal of trees, 150 to 300 millimeter diameter, small, individual removal of trees, 301 to 500 millimeter diameter. Surplus common excavation, embankment from roadway or structure excavation, subgrade preparation. And for sub-base and base course, includes aggregate sub-base course. For the surface course, gravel surface course, PCCP, 0.15 meter thick and 0.23 meter thick. For miscellaneous structures, it includes trees, furnishing, and transplanting. For the CW2, for the construction of road slope protection and drainage structure along road, it includes structure excavation, foundation fill, pipe culverts and drain excavation, reinforcing steel bar, structural concrete, pipe culverts, 9-10 millimeter diameter, and catch basin. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer De La Cruz.
Mr. Chair, here is the checklist of the technical and financial documents required to be submitted by the prospective bidders. First, the technical component envelope. And under technical component envelope, we have the legal documents. For legal documents, the valid field jobs registration certificate is enough, but it must be platinum membership, all pages required in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. And for technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, statement of bidder's single largest contract, completed contract or the SLCC, special pickup license in case of joint ventures, original copy of bid security, the original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and the project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units. And for financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of the net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC. And again, if applicable, the duly signed joint venture agreement. And under financial component envelope, the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, the original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, the duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in the coming up with the bid, and the cash flow by quarter. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Aguirag. Any questions, comments from the viewers or watching our live streaming? None? Any question? Engineer?
Mr. Chair, with regards to the requirements of the bidder, a while ago, we encountered a bid now which is not signed.
Signed. Oo.
So perhaps we will include that in the requirements of the bidder. Can we include that or?
Maybe we can specify in the instruction to bidders that all documents attached in the technical and the financial proposal must be
initial or
duly signed by the authorized signatory of the bidder.
So it's not in the requirements but in the bidding documents.
We may include.
We may include.
Noted, Engineer. Any question? Any announcement from the back secretariat?
For the rest of the year 2023, we don't have scheduled procurement activities anymore. But for these particular contracts, the 3 contracts that we have conducted the private conference, the opening will be on January 8, 2024. Monday, Mr. Chair.
Monday ba?
Monday, sir. January 8.
January 8?
Yes, sir. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Aguirre. No more question? Any motion to adjourn the private conference?
Mr. Chair, being no more queries, no more clarification for this particular contracts, I move that this private conference be adjourned.
Okay, the private conference is adjourned. Advance Happy New Year.